The complaints of the aged of pain and fatigue should not be taken as mere threats. Welcome to Sign 14 of Section 2 of Chapter 13 of the Holy Quran. And Chapter 13 is Surah Al-Ra'ad. That's the Surah of the Tender, or the Surah of Tender. Ra'ad is tender. Namshi. Lahu da'watul haq. Lahu da'watul haq. Lahu da'watul haq. To him is due the true prayer. To him is due the true prayer. To who? To God is due the true prayer. All other prayer mean nothing if it's not to God. Lahu da'watul haq. والذين يدعون من دونه لا يستجيبون لهم بشيء. لا يستجيبون لهم بشيء. And any others that they call upon besides him, hear them no more than بشيء إلا كباسط كفيه إلى الماء ليبلغ فاه وما هو ببالغه. Sorry for bad reading. Any others that they call upon besides him, hear them no more than if they were to stretch forth their hands for water to reach their mouths, but it reaches them not. Kabasitu kafeihi, like stretching their hands forth, ila ma'i, to water, for water, ila ma'i, to water, liyabluga fahu, to reach their mouths, liyabluga fahu, to stretch their mouths, wama huwa bibalighi, for their mouths, with their mouths for water to reach their mouths, but it reaches them not. Wama huwa bibalighi, it reaches them not. Wama da'a'ul kafirina illa fi dilalin. Wama du'a'ul kafirina illa fi dilalin. For the prayer of those without faith is nothing but vain prayer. The la'alen, in vain. Nothing but vain prayer. 18th note, so commentary, 1822, and then 1823. The commentary is twofold. So let's go to 1822. Haq. Haq. Haq is being explained here to us. The Arabic word haq, and then how it should be considered in English. Haq, and then there is equals, like mathematics, equals, the equal sign. Haq equals truth, semicolon, right, semicolon. What is due, comma, befitting, comma, proper, full stop. All these meanings are to be understood here. Din haq, da'watul haq. So prayer of truth, or true prayer, right prayer, prayer that is due, befitting prayer, proper prayer is only to God. So that's what the commentator is trying to tell us. All these meanings are to be understood here, yes. If we worship anything other than God, into brackets, whether it is idols, stars, powers of nature, spirits, or deified man, or self, or power, or wealth, comma, science or art, talent or intellect, our worship is but foolish and futile. That's hard word, foolish and futile. Yes, but he's right. And all these things we worship, indeed, all these things mentioned, let me repeat them. Powers, idols, stars, powers of nature, spirits, deified men, self, power or wealth, science or art, talent or intellect. All these things, if we worship them, that would be foolishness and it's also futile. What a good commentary. We now go to sign commentary 23. Without faith, comma, it is obvious that prayer or worship has no meaning whatsoever. It is but an aberration of the mind. But there is a deeper meaning. Full stop. You may have false faith, as in superstitions or in worshiping things other than God, as explained in the last note. Yes, those things we just mentioned. Full stop. In that case, too, you are pursuing mere phantoms of the mind. When you come to examine it, it is mere imbecility or futility. Full stop. Worship and prayer are justified only to God and only through God. Only to God, the only true God. Or let me say, only to Allah, the only true God. Yes. And that is sign 14. We now go to sign 15. Walillahi yasjudu man fi samawati wal ardi taw'an wa karhan. Taw'an wa karhan. Wa zilaluhum bil guduwi. Wa zilaluhum bil guduwi wal asali. Whatever beings there are in the heavens and the earth do prostrate themselves to God with goodwill, taw'an, with goodwill, taw'an. Where is it? With goodwill, taw'an, taw'an, wa karhan. With goodwill, taw'an, wa karhan, or in spite of themselves, karhan, or in spite of themselves. Wa zilalahum bil بالغدو وإجلالهم بالغدو والأصال. So their shadows in the mornings and evenings, in spite of themselves, colon. So do their shadows in the mornings and evenings. بالغدو والأصال. Mornings and evenings. Commentary, twofold. Oh, threefold rather. Whatever beings, commentary for it is there, 24, 18, 24. Then themselves, then to Allah or to God, 1825. And then spite themselves, 1826. So let's go to 1824. Commentary 1824. Notice that the original of what I have translated, whatsoever being, yes, whatsoever being, is the personal pronoun man, not ma. So in Arabic, what was it? Walillahi yasjudu man fi samawati. So it is man, and not ma. It didn't say walillahi Yasjudu ma fi samawati. No, it's man. So the pronoun man and not ma is asking us to notice. Notice that the original of what I have translated, whatsoever being, is personal pronoun man, not ma. This then refers to beings with a personality, e.g., angels, spirits, human beings, and possibly other things of objective, into brackets, not necessarily material, brackets close, existence, as contrasted with their shadows, or simulacra, or appearances. Simulacra is spelled S-I-C, mal, si, simulacra, or appearances. Simulacra is spelled S-I-M-U-L-A-C-R-A, or appearances, or phantasms, Phantasms spelled Phantasms, mentioned at the end of the verse. Both these beings and their shadows are subject to the will of God. See notes 1825 and 1827. We have to go there. We are yet to go there. So, yes, you do man. And man here, it says whatever beings. Whatever beings. And the beings are listed here. Angels and whatnot. Any other thing. We go to 1825. Prostrate themselves. Yes, you do. Prostrate themselves. Where is it? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, yes, they prostrate themselves. Prostrate themselves. Yes, you do. The posture means that they recognize their subjection in God's will and law, whether they wish it or not. That's 1825. We go to 1826. We go to 1826 and then 27. So the commentaries are rather 24, 25, 26, 27. So 1826. In spite of themselves, it's going to be explained here into inverted commas, in spite of themselves, Satan and evil, full stop. In spite of themselves, Satan and evil, full stop. They would like to get away from the control of the all-good Allah, from the control of the all-good God, in other words, but they cannot. And they have to acknowledge his supremacy and lordship over them, in spite of themselves. We go to 1827. Zulalun. Zulalun. Zulaluhum. Even the shadows dash creations of the imagination, or projections from other things, and dependent on the other things for their existence, as shadows are substance dash even such shadows even such shadows are subject to God's laws and will, and cannot arise or have any effect on our minds except by his permission, by God's permission. The shadows are longest and therefore most prominent when the sun is level, and tend to disappear as the sun approaches the zenith. That's the middle point of the sky. full stop. But even when they are longest and most prominent, they are still subject to God's will and law, because it is He, God, who created the sun, as well as the man whose shadow we are. Oh, this one. As well as the man whose shadow we are mentioning here. I don't know what's wrong with this fowl or cock. But even then, they are longest and most prominent, they are still subject to God's will and law. Now we go to, that is the last commentary, to sign 15. We're now going to sign 16. Kul man rabbul samawati wal ardi. Kul Allahu. So say, who is the Lord and sustainer of the heavens and the earth? Say, it is God. So take note that Rabbul Samawati wal Ardi here is interpreted as the Lord and sustainer, not the Lord alone. The Lord and sustainer. That's Rabbul Samawati wal Ardi. It's not just Lord. Lord and sustainer, or Lord and guardian. Sometimes meaning Rebel. Kul man rabu samawati wal ardi. Kul Allahu. Kul afala tahastum. Afala tahastum min dunihi. Say, do ye then take for worship? Afala tahastum min dunihi awliya'a. La yamlukuna لأنفسهم نفعا ولا ضرا. Do ye then take for worship protectors other than him, God, such as have no power, la yamlukuna, just such as have no power, either for good or for harm to themselves, either for good or for harm to themselves. La yamlukuna. Oh, how can I find it? Yes. La yamlukuna nafsuhim la yamlukuna anfusihim naf'an wala daran. Naf'an wala daran. That's the words. These are the words I was looking for. Good or harm. Naf'an or daran. Good or harm. Either for good or for harm to themselves. Nafsuhum le nafsuhum. Kul hal yastawi al-a'ma wal basiru am hal tastawi zulumati wa nuru. Two things are being compared here. Darkness and light, and then the blind and the deaf. Or let's see. Say, are the blind equal to those who see? Basra, no, there are blind and those who see, and normal people. Say, are the blind equal with those who see, or the depths of darkness equal to light. Zulumatu wa nuru. Al-ahma wal basiru. Those who see. Zulumatu wa nuru. Yeah. Ja'alu. Ja'alu lillahi shurkai. Halaku ka halkihi. Halaku ka alhihi. Ka halkihi. Or do they assign to God, partners who have created anything as he has created? Or do they assign to God partners who have created anything as he has created? Yes, who have created anything as he has created, so that the creation seemed to be to them similar? So that the creation seemed to them similar. Have they created anything like that? Am ja'ala lillahi shurakain halaku ka halakahi fatashabaha al-halku alayhim. Fatashabaha al-halk alayhim. Whom they have created. So the creation to them, so that the creation seemed similar to them. So that the creation seems similar to them. Fatashabaha al-halku alayhim, similar to them. Kul Allahu halikul kulli shay'in. Kul Allahu halikul kulli shay'in. Wa huwal wahidun al-kahiru. Say, God is the creator of all things. Halikul kulli shay'in. Halikul kulli shay'in. Say, God is the creator. Then he wa huwa al-wahidul kahiru. He is the one, the supreme and irresistible. Kahiru is supreme and irresistible. So it is God who is the creator of all things, and it is he who is supreme and irresistible. Let's go to the commentary. That's to 16. It begins with commentary 1828. And it ends with 1830. So 28, 29, 30. Let's go to 28. It's the sustainer. I tried to explain it already, but let's see the sustainer. So Lord here includes sustainer. Okay. Without faith, it is obvious that prayer or worship has no meaning whatsoever, full stop. It is but an aberration of the mind. Am I reading the right thing? Let's see, 1828. No, I'm rather to go to 1823. We've done this already. 1828. The meaning of Rab. The meaning of Rab. Sustainer. Like I said, it also means guardian. The meaning of Rab is explained in note 20 to chapter 1, 2. Yes, the first chapter. Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alameen. The meaning of Rab is explained in note 20 to chapter 1, sign 2. 1829. Compare 1829. Compare verse 76. We haven't gotten there yet. No, we've passed there. Chapter 5. Compare chapter 5, sign 76. Compare chapter 5, sign 76. So let's now go to 1830. This verse may be analyzed into 6 parts, each 2 parts going together like question and answer. Like question and answer. Pardon me. Each, except the 5th part, is introduced by the word say, which is equivalent in Old Arabic to inverted commas. The 5th part, or the 5th part into bracket into inverted commas, or do they assign similar, and then question mark and inverted commas again, is not introduced by say. The 5th part, or do they say, is not introduced by say because it is in the indirect form. I don't know what is introduced by, maybe let me see. Okay, let's go on. We can go back and find out. See, because it is in the indirect form. 1, the numbering is here. 1, who is Lord and sustainer of the worlds? Who is Lord and sustainer of the worlds? It is Allah, that universal world, universal God of the worlds. 2, and yet you worship other gods? Another question. No, no one can be equal to him. To him, God, capital H, any more than darkness is equal to light. 3, your other gods have created nothing by which you can be misled. Your other gods have created nothing by which you can be misled. It's a question. Your other gods have created nothing by which you can be misled. Another question. No, indeed. He is the only creator, the one and supreme. Al-Kahira. I think that's all for commentary 17. That's the last commentary for sign 17. We're now 16, sorry. We are now going to sign 17. Anzala mina samai ma'an. Anzala mina samai ma'an. Fasalat audiyatun. Fasalat audiyatun. Bikadarihi. Fasalat audiyatun. Bikadarihi. فاحتمل السيل زبدا رابيا. He sends down water from the skies, and the channels flow, each according to its measure. Each according to its measure. بقدره. Flow according to its measure. But the torrent bears away the foam that mounts up to the surface. فاحتمل السبل زبدا رابيا. Even so, no, Rabian, let's go back to Rabian. ومما يوكدون عليه. ومما يوكدون عليه. ومما يوكدون عليه في نار ابتغاء هلية أو متاع زبد مثله. But the torrent bears away the foam that mounts up to the surface. Even so, from that, into brackets, or ORA, which they heat in the fire to make ornaments or utensils therewith. ابتغاء حلية ومتاعا زيد مثله. Like there is a scam. Likewise, there is a scam. Likewise, مثله. Zubadun مثله. There is a scam. Likewise. كذلك يبدو الله الحق والباطل. كذلك يبدو الله الحق والباطل. Thus doeth God, into brackets, by parables, show forth truth and falsehood. Al-Haq wal-Batila. Truth and falsehood. فأما زبد فيسحب. فأما الزبد فيسحب جفاء. Sorry. There is a scam. Likewise, thus. No. We've stopped as. Thus doeth God by parables show truth and falsehood. Al-Haq wa Batlum. For the scam disappears like froth cast out. For the scam disappears like froth cast out. فَلَمَّا زَبَدُوا فَيَسْهَبَ جُفَاءً. وَأَمَّا يَنْفَعُ النَّاسَ فَيَمْكُثَ في الأرض. While that which is for the good of mankind remains on the earth. While that which is good for mankind remains on the God and on the earth. وَأَمَّا يَنْفِعُ النَّاسَ فَيَمْكُثُ فِي الْأَرْضِ remains on the earth. فَذَلِكَ يَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالَ. فَذَلِكَ يَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالَ. Thus doeth God set forth parables. We now go to sign. Now we go to the commentary. 1831, 1832. 1831 and 1832. 1831. This verse is full of parables. Yes. This verse is full of parables. It is God who sends rain and sends it to all. It is God who sends rain and sends it to all. See how it flows in different channels according to their capacities. According to their capacities. Full stop. Some are sluggish. Some have a swift current. Some form great rivers and irrigate wide tracts of country. Some are clear crystal streams. Perhaps in hilly tracts with beds of clean pebbles, which you can see through the water. Full stop. Some produce delicious edible fish, and some are infested by, by crocodiles or injurious monsters like venomous snakes, like venomous snakes. Full stop. Like venomous snakes is my own words. And there are degrees and degrees among brooks, Brooks, streams, lakes, rivers, and seas. Full stop. So with the rain of so with the rain so with the rain of God's mercy and the knowledge of God's mercy. Oh, where is it? So with the rain of God's mercy and the knowledge and wisdom and guidance which he sends. Oh, sorry. Let me take it again. Yes, let me take it. I think I'm right. So with the rain of God's mercy and the knowledge and wisdom and guidance which he sends, full stop. All can receive it. All can receive it. Different ones will respond according to their capacities. 2. In the physical world, water is pure and beneficial, but froth and scum will gather according to local conditions. Full stop. As the floods will carry off the scum and purify the water, so will the flood of God's spiritual mercy carry away our spiritual scum and purify the water. Again, I think I've missed a line. Let's see. So will no. As the floods will carry off the scum and purify the water, so will the flood of God's spiritual mercy carry out our spiritual scum and purify the water. Oh, it's not a mistake. That's what the water twice. Full stop. 3. The froth may make a greater show on the surface, but it will not last. Full stop. So will there be frothy knowledge. So will there be frothy knowledge, which will disappear, but God's truth will endure. That's 13. That's commentary 13. Sorry, that's commentary 1831 to sign 17. We now go to 1832 to the same sign. 17, 1832. In continuation of the last note, the fourth parable is that of metal ores, O-R-E-S. 4. The ore is full of baser admixture, but the fire will separate the gold from the dross for ornaments. Or 5. Some metal of household utility with which you make everyday utensils, which the fire will separate from admixtures which you do not want. Full stop. So the fire of God's test, either by adversity or by influence, will search out the true metal in us and reject the dross. Full stop. It will show us what is valuable or what is useful. It will show us what is valuable or what is useful. All sorts of scam and vanity which we collect and miscall knowledge. Indeed. Vanity, which we call knowledge. Somebody has knowledge and he only uses it to scam people on internet. The scam here is SCAM. We consider it valuable. Okay, we now go to the last sign, to section 2, and it's sign 18. للذين استجابوا لربهم الحسنى. الذين استجابوا لربهم الحسنى. For those who respond to their Lord are all good things. All is in brackets, are good things. But here we say are all good things. That's to those who respond to their Lord. Al-Husna. وَالَّذِينَ لَمْ يَسْتَجِيبُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَمْ يَسْتَجِيبُوا لَهُ لو أن لهم ما في السماوات جميعا ومثله معه ليفتدونه good things, but those who respond, but those who respond not to him, even if they had all that is in the heavens and on earth, and as much more, into brackets, in vain would they offer it for ransom. Would they offer it for nothing. La iftaduna bihi. They will not offer it for nothing. La iftaduna bihi, for nothing. Ulaika lahum sawa'u. Ulaika lahu sawa'ul hisabi. Wa ma'awahum jahannama. Wa ma'awahu jahannama. For them will the reckoning be terrible. For them will the reckoning be terrible. Their abode will be hell. Ma'awahum jahannama. Wa bi'sal mihad. What a bed of misery. Wa bi'sal mihad. Wa bi'sal mihadu. What a bed of misery. There's one commentary to it, 1833. Even then, we are being referred to chapter 3, sign 91, and note chapter 3, sign 91, and also chapter 10, sign 54. That's if you want to. They have the same commentary to sign 18 of chapter 13 of section 2 of chapter 13. So for the commentary, you can refer to chapter 3:19 or chapter 10:54. Pardon me for my shortcomings. Thank you very much. May God be with you all. Ila lika ibaba.